As is listings. I'm going to describe this for realtors as well as for sellers. So, from the seller perspective, the message that we're typically trying to sell with an as is listing is I don't want you nickel and diming me. I don't want to do any repairs. But the problem is, if you put that in the body of the listing information, you may eliminate a whole entire pool of buyers that probably would have come and made an offer, but they think something's wrong with the home because of your messaging. My suggestion is put it into the realtor notes. If the realtor knows their buyer well, they can determine whether or not this is a good risk or a bad risk to see. We're not looking to waste anybody's time, but we also don't want to chase them away before they ever even gave your home the option. Setting a tone of as is sets a very negative connotation. I've never had a buyer see an as is home and go, boy, there's nothing wrong with that house. It's almost like the seller telling you there is something wrong with the house, and that's what they don't want to address. Now, if there is in fact something wrong with the house and they know it, it should be listed in the seller disclosure, or the agent should be able to communicate that to your agent. Now, on the buy side, it is concerning, right? You see as is, but don't confuse as is condition with inspections. You can still do inspections, but they could be for informational purposes only, but you could also not do for informational purposes only, maybe limit them and have the ability to terminate the contract should you find something in inspections that's too great for your liking. And that is a benefit of keeping inspections in play on an as-is property. The seller sending you a message, don't nickel and dime me. What you're doing is you're making sure that there's no real defects that are going to be material and cost you huge money, right? Oil tanks under the ground, foundational issues, things along those lines. So as is great, but it can be a very dangerous and slippery slope. My suggestion to my sellers is keep it out of the body of the main part of the comments, put it down in the realtor notes, and then let it be explained out as people engage. With such little inventory, there's plenty of people calling and trying to find out what it is. And if it's really nothing material, I get it. You don't want work. You don't want to have to bring in contractors. You don't want to get quotes. That's fine. Then just make that clear up front. And if there's no real latent big defects, your house is going to sell, and it's going to sell for a good dollar value. One note, do not over your price and put as is, because you will chase the market down, and that is not a place you want to be. If you have any questions, reach out. Here to help.